The official version of Minecraft 1.21 has finally been released, and my friends, I bring good news, it came with everything. Unlike the last updates that only brought bees, camels, and colored blocks, this was definitely the biggest and most complete update we've had in recent years. You can see the official trailer playing in the background, where after several test snapshots, the update was finally officially released, including everything from new dungeons with new mobs and epic challenges, to even new redstone items that promise to revolutionize everything we knew about Minecraft until now. Sit comfortably, grab some popcorn, and let's explore these new features. And well, it's no news to anyone that Minecraft updates had been on a disappointing downward trend. The game's most recent updates had been causing some discontent among players, and the reasons are pretty clear. First, people were missing truly significant new features. We were expecting big changes and major innovations, but in reality we ended up getting small additions and tweaks that didn't surprise anyone. Some felt Mojang was reusing old content rather than making something entirely new. Most new additions were simply variations of existing items and blocks, which is unexciting. Besides that, there's that little detail that Mojang is lazy and always ignored the community's opinion. The frames per second issue is noteworthy as each update makes the game more resource intensive, introducing bugs that Mojang has not addressed. However, my friends, I'm happy to announce in today's video that this has finally changed. After years of waiting, version 1.21 was released on schedule, complete and intriguing, seemingly breaking the curse. Let's start by talking about what I think is the most relevant, which are the trial chambers, which actually give the update its name, Trick Trials. These new structures are like underground dungeons full of challenges, traps, loot, and new mobs. The focus of this structure is on combat and adventure, which had been neglected for years. From the start, the cartographer villager provides a complete map for exploring the challenges, revealing the location of each chamber. The structures are procedurally generated, ensuring each player has a unique experience as no two structures are the same. This significantly enhances replayability, reducing tediousness, a major criticism of previous updates. Some of the rooms include traps, spawners, and secret passages to hidden treasures. And this dungeon is entirely built with new blocks, bringing us a new variety of items, especially tough and copper items. For example, there's a new copper lamp that differs from redstone lamps because it actually stays on or off with just a single energy boost, which allows us to create fully decorated rooms without the need for a redstone system. And still talking about adventures and challenges, this update brought a big upgrade to the good old mob spawner. In the trial chambers, they're better because they spawn diverse mobs in hordes that grow larger as more players enter the area. And that's definitely a very interesting and well thought out detail to keep these challenges balanced. While zombies, skeletons, and creepers aren't as challenging as before, the new dungeons will have us facing larger hordes with effects, potions, and completely new items. For example, two cool additions are the swamp skeletons and breezy. If you don't know them yet, don't worry, I'll talk about each one individually in a moment. The important thing to know is that every time you defeat all the spawned mob hordes, you'll receive an item that appears on top of the generator block. These spawners also reactivate every 30 minutes, creating many opportunities for item farming. One of these items is the challenge key, and with it, we gain the power to open chests that are scattered throughout the chambers. These chests yield 3 to 6 treasures. But now you might be wondering, once I get strong, will I be able to solo all the mobs and keep getting the same variety of treasures? What would be the fun in that? Well, Mojang thought about that too. In these challenges, we'll encounter the bad omen effect from the dark vial. An obvious question arises. Why would I take this potion to get such a bad effect? That's the thing, the effects of these vials can also come as treasures in the chambers, making the hordes harder and better equipped, and the treasures even better. And one of these better treasures that you can only get through the bad omen effect is the heavy core block, which can be used to craft a new item, the Ultra Mega Blaster. With this block, you can craft the club, which deals more and more damage the higher you fall before hitting, and it also completely cancels the damage when the hit happens. Yes, my friends, and Major League Gaming that deals damage has arrived, along with 3 new enchantments for the club. Density increases weapon damage, while Rupture decreases enemy armor resistance. The coolest move is Windburst, which throws you back into the air, allowing for more attacks. Minecraft has essentially added the HG Stompers as an official game feature, showcasing the incredible potential of this weapon. If you master this tool, you can take down anyone in PvP. Windburst attacks allow you to strike multiple opponents successively, making it nearly impossible for them to counterattack between hits. It's really overpowered, and I'm excited to see professional players using this technique. DevGamer has developed a strategy to kill the Wither in Minecraft without touching the ground. Watch his attempt.
And I'm going to issue a challenge, okay? I want to see who can kill the Wither with the club without falling to the ground. And I tried several times, but that one was the closest I managed to get.
And now, finishing the challenge chambers, shall we go back to the new mobs we can find inside them? The swamp skeleton is a variant of the regular skeleton found in dungeons, mangroves, and swamps. These mobs shoot poisoned arrows. If you usually carry shears, you can use them to remove the mushrooms directly from the monster's skulls. It's a bit gross, but a little soup is always worth it. As for the breezes, they're a unique new addition. This mob's combat revolves around wind, as the name implies. This mob can only be found in challenge chambers and is extremely fast and agile. It jumps on you, circles around you, and fires wind projectiles that can push you over long distances. These projectiles have a unique feature. They can interact with redstone items such as levers. Perhaps a redstone genius like Vinicius 13 will use this feature to create something innovative. And by defeating these mobs, you can get their rods, which are also really cool items that can be turned into wind projectiles almost identical to the ones fired by the breezes themselves. We can say goodbye to knockback enchanted sticks. Imagine going around shooting wind balls. This interesting mechanic allows the boost to be used on the player, enabling various dynamic parkour options. Besides that, of course, there's the possibility of activating redstone systems from a distance, which would be extremely useful for setting up a secret base, for example. Leo, but I play alone, sure, but let the first person who never built a secret base while playing single player cast the first stone. It's a canonical event, there's no way around it. Besides that, the breeze's rods can also be used to make the new Gale potion, which applies a condition that makes all players under this effect, when they are about to go down, emit a wind explosion. It's essentially a kamikaze or windman. When you're near death, you'll release a gust of wind. And it's worth remembering that this isn't the only new potion, since the update really invested in this area, also bringing the infestation, weaving, and sticky potions. The infestation potion gives the target a 10% chance to spawn a moth every time they take damage. In other words, if you're fighting a skeleton with this enchantment, every time you hit it, there's a chance a moth will appear, those annoying little creatures that just get in our way. The weaving potion lets you move through webs faster and also release some if you're going to play for Vasco. The sticky one makes it so that when a player is eliminated, 2 slimes are generated. Now that we've covered potions, it's time to discuss one of the most significant and eagerly awaited features of the new update, the automatic crafting table. This marks the start of an industrial revolution in Minecraft. But first, if you need the original Minecraft to play on the best servers, have a skin and nickname, and avoid viruses from pirated versions, note that this video has a button to buy an official gift card. Yes, now the channel is reselling official keys directly from Mojang, where you receive a 25-digit code to redeem directly on the official website. So everything is legit, and most importantly, it's all safe. If you or a friend need it, you can access it here on the channel via the shopping tab or go to our website emin.shop. All the information is there and everything is safe and trustworthy. But well, through the automatic workbench, you can generate items in a completely automated way and controlled by redstone. The workbench interface allows disabling spaces and setting it up to generate all possible crafting combinations. When raw materials are available and a redstone signal is activated, the workbench automatically ejects the configured item through the output slot. Many foreigners are speculating that this marks the start of the industrial revolution in Minecraft. Maybe you guys know some famous mods like Tinker's Construct, which basically adds new furnaces, new tools, new ores, and everything else. So now with the automatic crafting table, nothing stops Mojang from listening to the community and investing in items that are a bit more technical for those who like to work with redstone and most importantly for those who like to work with machines. The first machine added to Minecraft will revolutionize the game. What are your thoughts on this idea? Is Minecraft with machines just a daydream? Let's examine, through wills, how the automatic crafting table functions.
You can do whatever you want. For example, you can select a stick here, put an iron ingot, and craft a pickaxe. Clicking the button automatically crafts the pickaxe. Next, I'll show you more details of this interface. Pay attention when connecting to an automatic system. For example, you can easily take one of these crafters and connect a hopper, for instance, on top of it, and you can, for example, fill this hopper with iron. But if you come down here to the workbench, it will be filling up with iron here until basically all the slots are filled. So in this practice, when you press the button here, it will always generate, for example, an automatic iron block. But maybe you don't want to generate an iron block. So you'll have to do something different. You'll have to come here, clear all the slots where you place the iron block, and uncheck this crafting box. You can literally uncheck almost the entire crafting grid, and then by automatically putting the iron here, nothing will go inside. So if you come here now and uncheck it, it starts putting the iron only in that slot, so you can basically set exactly where you want it.
The iron goes in this box, you see. We also had some game mechanics changes. Now it's possible to go through portals using ender pearls, which teleport the player exactly to where they land in the other dimension. Entities like pigs or horses also go through the portal with you if you're riding them. You can also leash boats, making it much easier to transport mobs, which was usually one of the most complicated parts of building farms that depended on them. Speaking of decorative items, it's worth noting that after a long wait, new paintings have finally arrived. There are 20 new artworks waiting to be discovered and evaluated by the greatest pixel art critics in the gaming industry. It's worth noting that before version 1.21 there were several snapshots, including version 1.20.5, which already introduced new features like wolves, wolf armor, and armadillos. There are 9 variants in total, each found in different biomes, but don't worry, the classic skin is still available and can be found in the taiga biome. A new mechanic will spawn wolves in packs, with pack size varying for each wolf type. The striped wolf from arid lands and the spotted wolf from the savanna plateau spawn in the largest numbers, 4 to 8 at a time. The rare snowy wolf is exclusively found in the grove biome, wandering alone until adopted. There is also the pale wolf, which is the normal skin, the forest wolf, which logically lives in forests, and the grey wolf found in snowy taigas. And these 3 types spawn 4 wolves at once. Lastly, the black wolf is native to the giant tree taiga, the brown one to the giant pine taiga, and the orange one comes from the jungle edge. These can spawn in packs of 2 to 4 wolves. Now wolves have armor, making them nearly invincible, except for drowning, freezing, suffocation, magic, thorns, the void, and kill command. Even so, it can withstand 2 trinitrotoluene explosions before breaking. Forgive me, but in the name of science, someone must test this. Here we go. You can land 16 unenchanted netherite sword hits before the wolf's armor breaks and 10 more before the wolf finally kicks the bucket. Another new feature is that tamed wolves now have increased health. When the wolf is still wild, 3 netherite sword hits can defeat it, all for scientific purposes. Now, you can customize the new armor for the little wolves by dyeing it to match our regular leather armor colors and even the collar color you prefer. Also, the armor's appearance will look more worn out as it gets more damaged. Similar to the iron golem, but it can be repaired using armadillo scoots. The armadillo won the last mob vote and will be added to the game in 2024. Its main competitor was the crab, which would drop some epic claws. That would allow players to build and hit from farther away. Anyway, that would be incredible, basically a mechanical arm. But we lost to the rolling armadillo. Jokes aside, it got a design update. Look how cool that is. Players were not thrilled with its initial appearance, primarily due to the eye placement. Mojang listened to the community and fixed the armadillo's appearance, so don't be sad, Gustavo. If you're not satisfied with your looks, don't worry, Mojang will address that. For now, I'm here to announce a very peculiar update. Minecraft removed dirt or something similar. Remember when you were about to choose or create a new world in the game? Well, that dirt wallpaper that used to be in the background is basically gone. Please type F in the chat. That dirt texture was probably older than the Fortnite audience. Anyway, jokes aside, the dirt background was replaced by a blurred background, totally bland and boring just like Botafogo, and the blur intensity can be adjusted in the accessibility settings. After beating the Ender Dragon and entering the portal to complete the game, the same end portal background will be shown during the credits. Anyway, it's quite different, and the transition of you falling into the starry background and the credits appearing on the same background looks cool. And hold on, there's still more. It seems like Mojang finally listened to the community through that hashtag #StopTheMobVote. They had to pay attention to us somehow, and now the Bedrock Edition is going to get Hardcore mode. Until today, after many years, Hardcore mode was absent from the Bedrock Edition. And well, now that they've learned how to add a command so Bedrock can also have Hardcore mode, let's see if they learn how to fix that bug where people just die out of nowhere in the Bedrock version. And with that said, we've finished Minecraft 1.21. We don't know if we'll have a 1.22 this year or a mob vote, but let's hope Mojang learns from its mistakes and stops being a lazy multi-billion-dollar company. Follow me over on the purple platform, it's Emin77. You can win anything from original Minecraft to even a gaming PC just by watching my streams. By letting my stream run, you earn points, and you can exchange those points for various items from the store, just like hundreds and hundreds of people have been doing for over a year.